this is Chris Creekmore Realty Group. Thank you for joining us for our Discover Active Adult Communities here at the coast. We have been doing this for quite some time, meeting these webinars. The main advantage of doing these webinars is so people can learn more about the coastal communities, plan their time when they're going to be down here, so they can make their time a little bit more effective when they get here. And in some case, for people, it's a great way to eliminate some areas that they think, okay, I thought I'd like it, but now that I've seen this presentation on the coastal communities, maybe they shift and focus on one area or two areas rather than biting off the whole big elephant. So anyhow, I hope you enjoy this webinar. We've got, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I've got a few more people that will be joining on, but I do have two guest panelists with us that are with Logan Homes, and I'll introduce them in a second, but excited to have them on board. So again, what we're talking about is the coastal communities here in really from the South Carolina line up into Wilmington and north of Wilmington. What communities are in this area, and what are the price points, and why somebody would choose one over the other. Just a quick, this webinar is being recorded, so no names are shared, no emails are shared, or anything outside of this organization. And you certainly can revisit these webinars as well. It's a great way to revisit what we watched. What did he say? It's a good way to do that. So just a little bit about me. I've been in the real estate business for 30 years. Cut my teeth in land development in the great state of Tennessee with Blue Green Corporation. But for the last 14, 15 years now, been specializing in the active adult communities. Do we help people buy beach property? Do we help people buy investment property? Do we help people buy smaller starter homes? Yes, but our niche really is in the active adult communities or the very amenitized communities. I am a military brat. I was born in Okinawa. My family's from a town just up the road called Whiteville. So I am a North Carolinian. And I did go to NC State. Marriage got in the way, and so I went to work. So I didn't finish my career, but I am a Wolfpacker, if anybody knows what that means. So I am the team leader and owner of Creekmore Realty Group. Again, I've been doing this for 30 years, but I did partner my business with EXP a little over 5 years ago. Reached Icon, Platinum Club, just had a lot of awards over the years. I am married to my very witty and charming Cindy. That's not her in the corner. That's Ginger there in the corner, my little lovable dog. And I am G-Paw to 5 very curious grandkids. And my brother and I are working on completing the Appalachian Trail. Just a little bit about me. I do run a team. You can see on the panelist a couple of my agents that are on the team. Margie, Derek, and Jeanette are on board. So, raise your hand, say hello.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
So anyhow, we all specialize in the area here at the coast of North Carolina. We currently do not have a team in South Carolina, but that is coming in 2026. But we'll dig a little bit deeper into this map and why it's color-coded with the 3 shades of green in a little bit to more define why people choose one area versus another. And we the lion's share of the communities that are planned and amenitized are in Brunswick County, but are there some in Wilmington, which is New Hanover County? Are there some in Pender County? Yes. Does our team venture that direction? Yes. Just the majority of them are in this area down here. So I want to introduce to you Kate and Cory, and they are on the Logan builder team, and they both are representing a new development. Really exciting. I'm very excited to see how this is going to build out, knowing what we know about Logan. The track record in the past is exceptional. So this is going to be a big feather in the cap for the Logan family. It's going to be really cool. But it is located right across from Compass Point up here in Leland. So that being said, I'll skip that part. I'll get back to it. But Kate,
Yes.
tell our viewers a little bit about Kate.
Yeah, so I have been with Logan Homes for the last 8 years. I am a partner with Cory Nedley at Terrapin currently, and we've had a couple of different communities that we were on site at previous to Terrapin, and we are the online on-site specialist for the company. So really excited about the community and getting started here. I myself, mom of two. I'm originally from the Midwest and have brought myself here 20 years ago. And of course, once you leave the snow, you never go back. So I am glad to stick in the South and bring everybody else around with me. I feel like it's a big old melting pot of everyone now. So it's exciting to get to meet people from all over the country and share your story and see how amazingly, honestly, so many stories relate, no matter if you're from the Midwest, West Coast, the Northeast, anywhere. So it's quite a joy to be on site with Logan and get familiar with everybody's story.
Well, awesome. Cory, say hello.
Hello.
So we're not seeing Cory's video today, but anyhow, Cory and Kate are going side by side. So they work as a team here at Terrapin. And so let's talk a little bit about Terrapin. So this is the website. It's terrapinliving.com. And let me actually, I can't put that in the chat, but anybody that's watching this video, you can always go back to it, but you just search terrapinliving.com. So tell me, where do you want me to start on
so between this website and our Logan Homes website, and you can go to North Carolina communities and find Terrapin there as well. Both of these websites can showcase what Cory and I have available for you in Terrapin. You could hit the about section and it'll share, scroll down a bit. Just kind of gives you a preview of the developer and Logan Homes and where he started and where he is today. We've been a builder where we did custom to many different communities and shared communities. We were in master plan communities, and then did Logan exclusive communities. And today we are starting Terrapin, coming from not making any changes in many of our Logan exclusive communities to now Terrapin, where we have not only do we have options and selections, but we also have pre-sale. So it's nice to get back to being able to personalize homes and showcase what D is amazing at.
D Logan. So that the one that with the marina, that was Salters Haven, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
So it was. So Helmsport and Salters Haven, kind of sister communities there off the intercoastal, one in Wilmington, one in Hampstead. Those were D's developments, and he brought on other builders to join him in those communities.
So I was on the phone, or I don't know, I was with a couple here in the last 36 hours,
Mhm.
and they made the statement that they had investigated a particular development, and it didn't come to fruition. And I think we were discussing an option like Terrapin, and I said, well, that I'm sorry you experienced that, but the developer of Terrapin, who is Logan Homes, D. Logan, has got a really, really good track record of development. And that Terrapin, and not Terrapin, but Salters Haven and Helmsport, that was not easy to pull off. That
No.
was tricky development. So for D to tackle something like that, I mean, that's a massive accomplishment that should make anybody feel very comfortable with the ability of Logan to complete this.
Yes, I think, I mean, starting from his visions, and his hand in many of the different developments that he's been a part of, Helmsport, and Salters Haven, and Compass Point, and then building in Brunswick Forest, St. James, and doing his Logan exclusive communities. Cory was in Bishop's Ridge before Terrapin. It's from single family and custom to your townhomes, and just his vision to begin with. And I think it's especially important for us to share with the clients. It's hard when you're coming from a different state and you don't know the local builders, you don't know their story and what they're capable of, but to be able to explore these communities and maybe drive them through and show them just what he's done and his work and how his visions come to fruition. It's incredible.
So tell me what we're seeing here.
Right here, you are seeing the amenities. This is the Oasis pool clubhouse. So Cory, you can chime in too. This is a 4,700 square foot clubhouse in the center there with your Oasis pool. You have cabanas around, and straight ahead of that, you'll see the dock. This is the Oasis, 5-acre man-made lake. They're bringing in some sand for a beach area for a kayak launch and lounge area. Got a second clubhouse there. It's an open air clubhouse, something similar to where he has done in some of his other communities. So still has restrooms and his outdoor living space there. And then in the far side, the building that we see on the other side of that Oasis is the fitness center. We have a playground in the back there. This is a golf cart friendly community. He'll have sports courts. So you'll find pickleball, bocce ball. He has dog parks.
Lawn event space. We will also have in the beginning of Terrapin, we will have some retail space, restaurants, grocery store. We have a Novant facility going up front as well.
So thank you, Cory, for bringing that up. Yes, so Novant's building a 20-bed hospital over there, aren't they?
That's
correct.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Similar to Scotts Hill.
Okay. Scotts Hill is on the north end of Wilmington for those that are watching this. So this is a community that is just getting started. So ground floor opportunity, really, really exciting. But what Cory and Kate are talking about here is master plan community called Compass Point. Here is where Terrapin will be. So this first front half connected to Highway 17 is where the medical, and you're going to announce a big grocery store soon.
Correct.
I can't wait
Yeah.
for you to tell me who it is.
Uh-huh.
So, and then you, the two of you right now, you are back over here in this section right in here. So let's talk about the homes that are on the entry level, getting into Terrapin at the moment.
Cory, you want to take it
So
away?
we have single family homes. They start at about 1,498 square foot. We go up to about 2,695 square foot. Our price point starts about 390 to around 560, just depending on your upgrades, options that you put in, things like that. We have single stories where you can add a bonus, and then we also have some 2 stories as well. So we have a variety of everything to fit every client.
And we're in phase 1 right now of Osprey Reserve. So much like your other master plan communities, group it into different neighborhoods to make up the whole community of Terrapin, right? So we're in Osprey Reserve right now, where we have single family. The beginning of 2026, we'll have apartments, not apartments, I'm sorry, townhomes. So townhomes will be started there in the 300s. 1-story and 2-story towns will be the first quarter of 2026.
Okay, so direct me here. Show me like that. There was a house that we were in. I was
Yes.
there with a couple the other day with you, Kate. It's like right across from your. It's the one that has the
The salt
in-law
wind.
suite.
Yes, yes. If you scroll down, you can scroll down a little bit further there, Chris. You can go to where scroll down a little bit further. Those are available homes there. And then below that, you'll find our plans. So keep
Okay.
scrolling down there, Chris. Keep scrolling down there, please. There
Okay.
you go. So it's a salt wind, second row to the far right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought this was a really cool house because, and there's several elevations that you could have, classic craftsman tradition. But what I really thought, you don't see much. It has this room here, you convert that to an in-law suite. Is that right?
And this one's a study. So either bedroom or study in this home. The Edgewater was the one that we
That
had
was the
before.
Edgewater.
Yeah.
Let me just go to that real quick because I just thought it was unique and that I get so many clients that are saying, my mom is going to have to live with me for a little while.
Yes.
And so this was a floor plan that I thought it was great that Logan even made it an option.
It is. It's been something that people are asked for many years, whether they're taking care of somebody or just want that extra space for themselves. Cory actually just sold another one today. This is one of the most popular plans, and it has been even before it hit framing. This is a brand new plan for Logan, and Cory has been hitting it out the park with this one. So, Cory, do you want to share a little bit about this and what people are loving about this plan?
Yes, it's just got a really nice open floor plan. Even though it's 4 bedrooms, 3 bath downstairs, you still have plenty of room in your living room, and they are nice sized bedrooms. So you're not, even though it's only 2,000 square foot on the bottom, it still feels very nice and open. And you have lots of living space, not just in the bedrooms in this one. And again, like you said, so many people are having to have their parents move with them for a while and things like that. So they really love that alternate option.
Yeah.
So how many
Oh, go ahead,
floor
Chris.
plans do you have in all in this first phase of Terrapin?
I have about 11, 12 plans.
Different plans.
Yes. So the plan that we're looking at right now, you see on the actual plan, it's the master bedroom. You have bedroom 2, bedroom 3, bedroom 4. So to the right, you see the alternate living suites. If you scroll up just a tad bit, Chris, this is what Chris is speaking about. So in the home across from our model, it's not a model home at this day and age. So this is actually closing in December. We have quite a few under construction still, so we can walk them. But this is a bedroom that then is connected to a seating area. And then you have a counter space with a fridge underneath and a sink. So you don't have your oven, you don't have a microwave. There's space to put a microwave on the counter space if you desired. But it's just a nice seating area plus the bedroom, and then it's your walk-in shower, your restroom, and then your walk-in closet there. So really nice space for an in-law suite or long-term guest. So
Yeah.
that's a
So
nice option. On that same plan upstairs, you have the loft in the bedroom as well. And that loft and bedroom, if you finish it with the upstairs, you get so much storage space. So something Logan has done, I feel like he's done a great job throughout the years, even in his townhomes in Bishop's Ridge. Cory was selling in Bridgewater Landing and single family homes that I was selling in Hampstead. He has unfinished storage in most of his plans. And so when you're moving from up north or Midwest where you're used to having a basement and you don't have that storage space anymore, people are looking in every single closet trying to hold on to every belonging they have and you know, before getting rid of it. And so it's nice that he has that space. It's just a little bit, it's better than just a large walk-in closet, or better than, you know, not having to get rid of everything and without deciding what you want to keep.
yeah, awesome. So several floor plans to pick from, which by the way, for those that are watching this webinar, you should have a Q&A at the bottom of your screen somewhere down here. There'll be like a little menu bar. So if you have any particular questions, feel free to put them in the Q&A and we'll try and get all the questions addressed. And we're going to have a Q&A towards the end. So, Kate, Cory, very grateful that you guys took the time to join us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Over to here. Anybody that will be watching this webinar, and you'll be able to see the recorded version. You've got Kate and Cory's email right here that you can reach out to them directly. And certainly Creekmore Realty Group, we do help our clients understand what their community options are. So we work with our clients directly, but also work in liaison with Kate and Cory of the various developments. So thank you both. Is there anything you'd like to add?
I don't think so. We're just really excited. I mean, we've been so busy since we set foot in the model. I mean, it is busy. So I guess one thing that I would add is if you have the opportunity, if you know what dates you're coming, if you know a day and time, even tentatively, book an appointment with one of us. We're a team. We're happy to help everybody, and book an appointment if you can. If you can't, then we understand and we're still happy to help you. But if you can book an appointment, we can give you undivided attention.
Awesome. Yeah.
And then I will also say too, we are probably going to be opening up phase 2 probably within the next month or two. So there's also additional opportunities where we're coming to the end of the lots in phase 1.
Mm-hmm.
In phase 2 will be the same floor plans?
It will be, yes.
Okay. All right. So Jean and Georgine on the webinar had a couple questions. HOA fees, what are they?
They're $165 a month, $164.66, and that includes your landscaping, your mowing, your edging, and your weed eating.
Okay, and these amenities are not built yet, but that would include.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. We're a golf cart friendly community too. So your streets, your street lights, your master common spaces, your community and neighborhood of Osprey Reserve, the pond, street lights, streets, all of that is included. And then your landscaping, all 4 sides.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome because I was with a couple for the last 5 days and he said, Chris, I don't want to mow grass.
Right.
I don't want to fool with it.
Right.
Kate, you met them. I brought them over to see you. Taxes. So this community has been incorporated into the town of Leland, correct?
Yes. Yep. 0.62.
So if I'm on a $600,000 home, I would probably be, because we're in the town of Leland, maybe 3,500 would be
35, 3,600
would be the taxes on a Uh,
600,000.
yeah, right. So thank you again, the two of you. You're most welcome to go through and stay with us on board. I've got a few other things that I'm going to share with people that are on our webinar. Somebody may have another question that you can answer, but I'm going to move along. And again, thank you both for coming on board.
Thank you for having us, and we'll stay on until the end to make sure we answer all the questions.
Awesome, excellent. So people are asking, just in general, what is the cost of homes in Brunswick County? So here's just a general market update for you. In Brunswick County at large, and this is for single family homes only, right now today, third quarter, so this is third quarter statistics, average 483 is your purchase price for a home. That's up slightly, 1.5% from the same quarter the year before. So we've got and that's very typical for the county. We are about a 1-3% increase, very steady, not the spikes that what we were seeing in the COVID days. So our sales are up also almost 8%. In terms of units of single family homes sold. This is not condos, not townhomes, not land. This is just a snapshot of homes. Days on the market, painfully, days on market are up 75 days. So it is a buyer's market without a shadow of a doubt. So this is a good opportunity for those of you that are watching this webinar. And list price, sales versus list price is about 97%. County at large. So we're going to talk about, let's break the county down a little bit. Before I do that, just real quick, we do specialize in the active adult communities. That does not mean that they're age restricted. The only communities that are in my area that have drawn a line in the sand and said that the majority of the people live in that home must be 55 and older, are the Del Webbs. Not knocking them, love them. But that is the only community that has drawn that line. Now, these communities are built with the active adult in mind. That's bar none, the larger portion of the people who are moving into our county, because they're looking for fitness centers. They're looking for places, ways to meet and get to know other people in the community, the social interaction, walking paths, fitness, indoor pool, outdoor pools. Some communities are very amenitized and some just really have a pool. So it just depends on what you want and what's important to you. We at Creekmore Realty Group help you navigate through the channel of opportunity. So come back to this webinar on the recorded. You can dissect this sheet to see here, Kingfish Bay. It's got a lot of boxes checked. So the Bluffs at Cape Fear, a lot of boxes checked in terms of what amenities are in there. Speaking of that, I offer for everybody to go on to our main website, which is retire2nc. That's a numeral, retire2nc.com. And on this website, you can learn more about all the communities. Also, you can get there at creekmorerealtygroup.com. But if you come into the buyer tools and you look for relocation resources, there is a plethora of information. Where do you get your driver's license? Can I park on the beach? Lots of resources for that. So I encourage you to go onto our website, retire2nc.com. And these, the amenity sheet, the checklist box, that's available where you can download that, and a comparison sheet where you can kind of make notes and learn more. So if you also go back onto the website and you look for the events tab, you can see where our past webinars have been. One of the webinars that I did was on Coastal Community Connection. How do you make friends? What's the social atmosphere for these communities? That webinar is housed right here on the Retire to Creekmore Realty website. Because it's a big factor of why people are coming into these communities. You know, they've lived the last 30 years in New Jersey. They've no friends that are moving down into Brunswick County, but they don't have connection with people there yet. These communities are definitely set up for that. Terrapin State or Terrapin will be that exact same way. That's why they're building that beautiful clubhouse with multiple pools. Medical, big box, it has to be checked. So this is just simply saying some of the services that are available at Novant. Novant is the main hospital is in Wilmington, but there's branch offices all over the place. And as I stated earlier on, there's going to be a 20-bed hospital right at Terrapin. What do you think? 2028? Did they give you a projection?
I believe it's going to be 20 from what I heard.
20
beds. It's going to be more of
beds,
like
but what year? Are they going to break
30,
ground this year?
2030 they should be in
Okay.
and operating. It's going to be more of like a surgical center with a small ER.
Got to take care of those pickleball players that busted up their knee. So,
And they can take their golf cart to the ER, right?
see, awesome. That is so cool. So they'll be able to take a golf cart to the grocery store when that is built.
Yes.
That is pretty neat. Brunswick Forest, as much as I love Brunswick Forest, and I've helped a ton of people move into Brunswick Forest, you cannot do that from there. Okay, now we're going to dissect the county a little bit more. So in the Leland area, sales prices averaging, wait, is this Leland or, yeah, this is the Leland area. Okay, so sale prices are averaging 430 and days on market 63. And so you still got negotiating room in general. You're looking at 98.5%. So on our other website, just so you know, this is where the data is compiled. If you go to nccoastallivinghomes.com, you can also navigate there from this coastal website. But NC Coastal Living Homes is our home search site. So this statistics is coming from that website. And that's a great way. We've got an Edda app where you can search your homes, find your favorite homes. An Edda app is like a Zillow app where you can save your favorite homes. And then if you're working with Margie or Derek or Jeanette or anybody on our team, they would be able to see the homes that you've set as a favorite so that they can have a very good in-depth conversation with you. So just a little snapshot of the Leland area. People who do choose Leland in general choose Leland because of its proximity to historic Wilmington. Access to the better medical, access to the Riverwalk. If you have never walked the Riverwalk, and it's just from Terrapin, I would say 15 minutes to get to the Riverwalk. It is just charming, absolutely charming. And got a brand new North River Park, so there's concerts and entertainment there. The airport is expanding, growing without a doubt. Logan, who has built many homes in Compass Point. This is one of the amenity centers that is in Compass Point. Again, while you're watching this, if you have any questions, well, because I'm going kind of at a quick pace, covering a lot of information. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them into the chat. So the area we've been talking about, where Terrapin is located, where the Leland communities are located, this is in this lighter shade of green. If you ever get a chance to get onto my YouTube channel, which is at Creekmore Realty Group, I got a video there called The Martini Method of Buying Real Estate, which basically is, if you think of the martini glass, the glass is the area, the vodka, the community is the cocktail inside the glass, and then the olive at the bottom of the glass is the home. So our role as specialists in all these active adult communities is to help you drop the olive in the right glass. People do choose this area in general, not only the proximity to Wilmington, but they do like things at the tip of their fingertips. They don't want to go too far for a grocery store. They don't want to go too far for a pharmacy. Not that all these other places are remote. They are not. It's just that you can get to more resources in a quicker time frame in this lighter shade of green area. So let's dissect another great charming place called Southport. So Southport, your average prices up a little bit higher. Days on the market about the same, 69 days. Negotiating room a little bit more. You're 96% of sales price versus the list price. We at Creekmore Realty Group, does this sound like a plug? Yeah, it is. We are great negotiators. So anyhow, you want to work with us. We are very experienced team agents. Bald Head Island, you got to take the ferry and go to Bald Head Island at some point in time. My logo, Creekmore, look above my head, you see the lighthouse. I used the Oak Island as the inspiration for my logo. Fishy Fishy, not only is it fun to say, it's fun to eat there. So got to go to Fishy Fishy. Great, great place. Charming, historic, old maritime town, Southport. So there's several communities that are along the Southport corridor that we can help you with. There are only 7 beach clubs. If I was to ask Derek and Margie and Jeanette, can they tell me which 7 communities have a beach club? They can tell you. But St. James is one of them. And this is the beach club for St. James. This is actually the harbor for Winding River. Winding River is one of the 7 that has a beach club. But if you've not seen the movie Safe Haven, you got to see it. It's a really neat romantic thriller filmed in Southport. I'm thinking of this because one of the scenes was, right over here. But a charming town, St. James. Absolutely. If you are a golfer and a boater, St. James, as they say, St. James has it all. So we're talking about this mid-shade green is what we're talking about. So in this mid-shade, you have Winding River, River Sea, Pine Forest, St. James. And there are some other communities that are smaller that I did not put onto this map. But Bill Clark is a very prominent builder in the area. They've got a great little development just on the fringe of Southport where you can ride a golf cart to downtown. So again, our role, Creekmore Realty Group, is to help you define the general area you want to be in, what communities are in that area, and then ultimately what home, what olive do you want to nibble on. So now let's take a quick look at the very southern end of the county, the southwest end of the county. Take a look at that. We are a significantly lower average price point. So when people say to me, Chris, I got to stay under 400, under 450, whatever that number is, we can find you more homes in that price point in that southern end of the county. People do choose that end of the county also because they want to get to the beach a little bit quicker. So the communities that are in that very southern end are a little bit more accessible to that area. Kate, yes, besides St. James and Winding River, I'm not sure what the question was, but St. James and Winding River does have a beach club. All right, if you're asking me what other ones have a beach club, River's Edge. Well, let's go back to this map. We'll answer your question. Seascape has a very small beach club on Holden Beach. Ocean Ridge has a beach club on Sunset Beach. Kingfish Bay, which is not on this map, it's in this area, has a beach club on Sunset Beach. River's Edge, which is up over here in Charlotte area, right here. River's Edge has a beach club on Holden Beach. Seascape on Holden Beach. Winding River on Holden Beach. St. James is on Oak Island. And the Bluffs at Cape Fear, it's a haul, but you can get to their beach club. It's about a 45-minute drive to get to the beach club on Oak Island. Thank you for that question, Kate. I think that was your question, but okay, so shallot, shallot, not shallot. So shallot is in 1980. That's where all the growth was coming in 1980 down in Charlotte, Sunset Beach, Ocean Isle Beach. Leland wasn't even on the map back then. But somehow along the way, Leland and Southport kind of took over from the Charlotte area. But now Charlotte is adding all kinds of stuff: Hobby Lobby, Home Depot, Lowe's Home Improvement, multiple grocery stores, just tons and tons of stuff that's over there in that region. So what communities are in that region? So I'm throwing Charlotte and Calabash kind of in the same map, because if you look at the star is kind of your epicenter of that area. I wouldn't say Boiling Springs is the epicenter of anything right now, but it's on the map. So Charlotte and Calabash, if you live in this darker shade of green, that's really where you'll do the lion's share of your shopping. Although people who may live here in Meadowlands or Crow Creek or Brunswick Plantation, you can get into North Myrtle Beach and Little River in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I mean, I'm talking about 5 minutes. You could be into the Little River area. To the airport, you can get to the airport, depending on where you're at in Charlotte, I'd say 40 minutes to the airport. So if you're in the light shade of green, your airport is the Wilmington International. I live down over here on the Charlotte River. I live on the Charlotte River, and I personally fly out of Wilmington and I fly out of Myrtle Beach. It just depends on where I'm going and what has the best rate. So what is down in here? Oyster Harbor, that's where I live. Seascape, very popular, beautiful, beautiful homes. Pricey, but beautiful homes that are in there. Sandpiper Bay, kind of an older community, but great, great golf course. So these are the communities that are down over here. Now, of the 7 beach clubs, there's one that we have to mention that does not have a beach club, and that is Sea Trail, because Sea Trail does have about a half-acre parking spot on Sunset Beach. That in itself is very, very cool to have that as well. So, new construction communities. Terrapin is most definitely one of those communities. So I want to pause for a moment because I'm approaching the end of the time that I really had planned. But anybody can stay on, please don't go. I've got several more slides to go through. But when you want, you as the people that Creekmore Realty Group will help, we specialize in existing homes as well as new construction. So I'm going to mention a few new construction opportunities, some where you could buy a house right now today, and then some that are coming in the future. So where can I buy a house today? Ocean Isle Palms with Toll Brothers. That is down in the Ocean Isle area, in the southwest end of the county. Collinwoods is a new section or phase inside of Brunswick Forest where you could buy a house with Bill Clark Homes. Terrapin, obviously, great, great community. I'm really excited about seeing how this is going to shape up with the beach. Didn't you tell me, Kate, that they just delivered a whole bunch of sand out there, or? Yeah. So
There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah. So they haven't delivered it yet. They're expanding that to a 5-acre Mammoth Lake, and then they're bringing beach in. So although we don't have a beach club, we're bringing the beach to us. You'll have lounge area for the beach there.
there you go. There you go. So the beach club is not the end all be all. It's not something that everybody has to have. Okay. I have been vacationing on Holden Beach. I'm 61 years old. I've been vacationing there since, well, I didn't pay when I was 4 years old, but my dad took me there. But we've been able to get onto the beach all that time. Del Webb, Mallory. So that is a bigger community clubhouse than Del Webb River Lights. So they're stepping up the game on this one. Del Webb Mallory is in the Leland area. This facility is under construction now, and we're being told that it will be open sometime in 2026. They're well on their way. Indoor pool, fitness center, outdoor pool, tennis, pickleball, activities director. It is an age 55 and older restricted community, 750 homes, somewhere in that neighborhood, but certainly a great community. Coastal Club Chesapeake is the builder. This is a neat little community also, right on the fringe of the South Carolina line. So if you want to get close to Sunset Beach, you want to get close to Little River and Myrtle Beach, this is a great little community. The Lakes at Pine Forest is just right on the north edge of Southport. So a neat little community. Pinewood is a neat little Stanley Martin. Unfortunately, Ashley Bowers couldn't join us today. Family took precedence. I hope everything's okay. But anyhow, Stanley Martin is developing there, and Stanley Martin is also developing another community down in Ocean Isle Beach, which will be very close to the new Ocean Isle Beach Del Webb that'll be down there. So, Gene, when will Terrapin Clubhouse and pool be open? Kate, what do you think?
They're estimated to be about 15, 16 months from now.
From now. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Awesome. Thank you, Georgine, for that question. So things to keep your eye on. You can't buy in there today. Okay. Fox Run, DR Horton, very close to Holden Beach. Turtle Bay, this is Premier Builders. This is Southport. Neat little community, a boutique community, if you will. Turtle Bay. Then we've got Riceland, which is like right on the edge of Mallory Creek, very convenient to Southport, but on the north end, really kind of in between Boiling Springs and Southport, but it is a part of or on the edge of Mallory Creek. Mallory Creek, again, in the Leland general area. Trestles Ridge, they're opening that up this weekend. Trestles Ridge. Stanley Martin is the developer, and great a little boutique neighborhood within Brunswick Forest. So again, schedule time with anybody on my team so that we could go into greater detail. We could schedule a one-on-one Zoom with you to answer questions and kind of lay out a roadmap of what you may want to see when you're here. So Southport Meadows, this is going to be a Pulte. If you're not familiar, Pulte is the builder for Del Webb. Or really, honestly, Pulte owns Del Webb. So Southport Meadows, another neat little boutique community that'll be right on the edge of Southport. Very accessible to the new bypass. Really cool little location. Of course, we were talking about Terrapin. So one of the things that I'll mention here, as we were mentioning Terrapin, I don't know if it's phase 3, but there will be, if we went back over here, where's our Terrapin website, and we were to look at builders. So other builders that will be coming into a future phase, a little bit sooner to when the clubhouse is built: Atlantic, Kent, Legacy, and Logan has another division of homes that are little bit more fit and finish than the first phase. Is that a fair way to say that,
Yes.
Kate?
Yes, yep. So that custom section around the amenities, there will be these 3 builders plus us again. So we'll have 30 homes in that section. Of course, we're going to be very competitive in that section, but just not custom. So we'll have pre-designed homes, and I'm sure that we'll have some selections to be made at some given point as well, but not custom.
So Logan is building homes in a part of Ocean Ridge called Haddington Place, and also in another section called Waterbrook Woods. Waterbrook Woods? I think it's Waterbrook Woods. So schedule time with anybody on my team, and we could walk you through those homes as well. Certainly, you've got Kate's email, although Kate, you're pretty much staying up in Leland, but
Yes, so Cory and I are in Terrapin specialized, but we're happy to help get anybody where they need to go if what we have isn't the right fit. So our phase now 1, 2, and then this custom section coming, and the homes that we'll have there probably pretty similar to what Haddington is in Waterbrook Woods. Trey is at Haddington, I believe, and you have Michael at Waterbrook Woods. So we'll be able to help anyway with getting clients to where they need to go, and a specialist to help them.
perfect, awesome. So there's a mega development, this Mako town, that's kind of close to Terrapin. So that's up in the Leland area. Again, things to keep our eye on. Can't buy anything in there right now. It's all dirt, but it is a development that is coming to our area. So here in the Ocean Isle Beach area, it is Ocean Isle Palms, but there is 2 subsections, if you will, of Ocean Isle Palms. One will be the Del Webb section, and then one will be the Toll Brothers section. And you can scurry your way in a golf cart to a grocery store. There's lots of stuff that's available right down over in here. Another big one, Midway Track. This is Southport Waterway. This is also Southport. So there's some other new development that is coming down into that area. Timber Farms, Stone Farms, some other big communities. Ibis Roost. So Ibis Roost is a section that will probably open up sometime next year. Ibis Roost is a section that will be of Brunswick Forest, where you could buy the land, build when you're ready, and choose between 7 different builders. Todd Garrett, who used to work with Logan Homes for eons, now owns Atlantic, and will be one of the builders in that area. So where can you get land and build? So again, our team very specialized in land, new construction, existing homes, condos, all of that. But if you said to us, Chris, I want to start from scratch, where can I do that? This is a list of some of those places where you can start from scratch. And these are some of the communities where you can do that. The Bluffs at Cape Fear, Ocean Ridge, probably more land in Ocean Ridge than anywhere else at this point in time. Oyster Harbor, that's where I live, very close to Holden Beach. I mean, 7 minutes. I know. I've been there. So some of the builders that we work with is where's Logan?
We're right here.
I know, but you know what? I apologize for
It's
some
okay.
reason. I'm gonna have to update my list. Anyhow, you're right there.
We're right here.
Logan is clearly one of the builders that we work with. Coleman, Airley. We have experience in new construction. That's really the main thing that I want you to take away from that. Okay. This is a question that's kind of been burning for me here lately, because I'm gonna call it a pet peeve. One of the things that irritates me, if I had a listing in a community and an agent wanted to schedule a showing with one of my listings, it just grinds me that that agent who's supposedly representing the buyer has never even set foot in that community. So I'm sharing with you 30 years of experience of some of the questions that you should be asking the agent before you say, you know what, I want to sign an agency agreement and I want you to represent me. So what areas do you feel comfortable with? There are some agents that don't go out of St. James. There are some agents that don't leave Ocean Isle Beach. So what is the area that they're comfortable with? Have they ever visited the community before? Because I can tell you, I know many agents who have come to see my listings and they've never set foot in any of the amenities or the community that I had a listing in. So have they helped? If you're interested in Terrapin, ask them, have they helped anybody in Terrapin? If you want to see the amenities, how are they going to get you in to see the amenities? Because it's tricky. It's not just walk in the door in some of these places. Are you experienced with new construction as well as existing homes? Well, Creekmore Realty Group is, but if you're not looking for a new home, it don't matter. If you're looking for an existing home, then there are more agents. There are just fewer agents that also are experienced with new construction. Is there land I could buy and build later? If you are looking for, I can tell you, I have helped many people who worked with another agent and they've never walked the land that they were trying to buy. It's just, you know. So what is your process for helping clients in different communities? We have the Martini method of buying real estate. So our role is to help you learn your options, learn what glass is best glass for you, what cocktail tastes right, looks right, feels right, and what olive to put in it. That's our process. We ultimately want you to buy a home. We're going to help you buy a home, but we want to make sure we drop the olive in the right glass. That's our process. How long have you been working with buyers in active adult communities? If I was to add the years from Derek and Margie and Jeanette and everybody on my team, it's 100. Me personally, team leader, and I help all the agents on my team. I've been doing this for 30 years. And so all my agents that are on my team are piggyback off of my knowledge as well as their own individual knowledge. Margie has been doing this since 2008, I think. So how long have you been working active? Okay, what is the area of specialty? Some agents only resale. Some agents new construction. Just ask them, what is their area of specialty? Do you have any Google reviews that you can share? We got a lot of good 5 stars, just so you know. And what is your process for staying in touch? Just so you know, most of the clients that we work with, they are anywhere from 6 months to 24 months. We understand it's a process. We are here for the long haul. This is a want to move, not a have to move. So we want to help you on the want to move, and we are excited about that. So it's not a lateral move. It's not a job replacement or a change for people. It's a want to move. And when it's a want to move, you want to make it right. And that's our role, is to help you make it right. Because the last thing we want is for you to purchase a home in one community, and then you say, Chris, why didn't you show us this other community? Because I think it's a better fit. So we take our time, is what I want you to know. We take our time with our clients. So, wow, holy crow. I'm spitting out a bunch of stuff. And thank you, everybody, for joining. Again, I invite you to reach out to us. We certainly will reach out to everybody that's been watching this webinar to follow up with you. But I highly encourage you to schedule a one-on-one Zoom with myself and Margie, myself and Derek, myself and Jeanette, or anybody else that's on our team, so that we can help lay out a path, a map for what to look at when you get here. So I'm grateful for all of you that have been joining. Kate and Cory, thank you so much for joining us. Margie, Derek, and Jeanette on the team who've joined on board here. So the mic is open. You know, feel free to drop any questions or ask any questions at this point in time before we sign off. Retire to NC is our website. And also Creekmore Realty Group is our website, or you can go to nccoastallivinghomes.com. This is more of our home search site. And then the Retire to NC and Creekmore Realty Group website, that's more about our brokerage. What's our process? How do we help people? What's our experience? And also to learn more about the individual communities. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube at Creekmore Realty Group. If nothing else, go to our YouTube channel, the at Creekmore Realty Group. Awesome. Wow. Okay. I'm going to drink some water. Whew. So if anybody has any questions, drop it in. Otherwise, those of you that have attended, feel free to come back onto the website, look for the events tab. This website this webinar is recorded, and we absolutely look forward to speaking with you, and absolutely look forward to seeing you here in the coastal North Carolina. Thank you, everyone.